So that'll wrap up lesson 3. And I mean, so short game lesson again. And I mean, we kind of made some pretty decent changes. Not a whole lot we can do here. But what was kind of your thoughts on lesson 3?
Like you said, the way I was set up before, I didn't have my hands quite as forward as you would like. And there was a lot more chunk. I mean, not like a really bad chunk, but I could tell I was hitting ground before the ball.
Because it doesn't make too much of a difference, but you're right. Yeah, no, you're right.
And then when you did have me move my hands forward, the contact. Right. I mean, I didn't really chunk hardly any at all.
Nice.
You could almost, I mean, I could feel it as far as the mat and it not stopping and gripping a little bit to that. And you said you could even hear it.
Right. Awesome. So there was definitely like a feel difference in like a little bit of a before and after. You feel like in your hands a little bit.
Yeah. It just moving it forward and just made me hit them a little bit cleaner than behind. So.
Right. Just kind of getting your low point forward is kind of the whole point of that. And like you were talking about, like the sound was a lot different from when I had you kind of starting the lesson, just kind of seeing what your swing was like. There was just a little bit of that sound difference.
Yeah. So you could hear the sound. I could feel it on the mat.
Yeah. So that's awesome that you're getting that feel back to it.
Yeah.
So as far as a lesson or practice for this one, what kind of have you hit? One shot to 15, one shot to 20, and one shot to 25, like we were talking about.
Yeah.
Just to kind of alternate you on that distance control.
Yeah.
So we're not just sitting there kind of pounding 25-yard chip shots and then pounding 35-yard chip shots, just over and over again.
Right.
Kind of like that's kind of like how we were doing here at the end. It just alternates you a little bit.
Yeah.
It kind of gets you in that game feel of like, this is 15 yards and this swing is 25 yards, and it'll kind of help build that feel there. So
and not chunking them every time. I can get the feel of how far I need to go back for those.
That's all. Yeah.
I mean, but when you're chunking them and it's a little bit inconsistency, and it wasn't like a major chunk.
You're right.
But it's enough to throw off the distance. And when you're talking that small of a distance, and that's what, especially where I play, is. It's a lot of 2-3 tier green, so
small landing
spot. Small landing spot. So being more consistent from even 5 more yards up that I want to hit it will definitely help this season.
Right.
So
that's awesome. I think that's a great way to end lesson 3.